Welcome to Little Stories Around Us, where we listen, relax, and learn English through simple stories full of meaning. Every story helps you grow your English and your heart, one calm moment at a time. Take a deep breath, let your mind slow down, and let this quiet story remind you that even the simplest things around us can hold something beautiful and wise. Have you ever wondered why some things in life are the way they are? Why the sky is blue? Why leaves turn yellow in autumn? Or why school buses are always painted yellow? Sometimes the things we see every day have quiet reasons behind them, reasons built from love, safety, and care. The yellow school bus, which takes children to school every morning, may seem ordinary, but behind that color is a warm story, a story about protecting children, about kindness in action, and about how one thoughtful decision can change millions of lives. Many years ago, long before cars filled the roads, children in the United States went to school in simple ways. Some walked for miles along dusty, uneven paths. Others rode on wagons pulled by horses through rain, snow, and cold wind. They carried heavy books and lunchboxes, and sometimes they arrived wet or tired. There were no special buses, no traffic signs, and no shared standards to keep them safe. The journey to school was often difficult and sometimes dangerous. As towns grew bigger and more children needed education, schools started to organize transportation. They used large trucks or old vans to pick students up. Each district chose its own color and design. Some painted the buses red, white, and blue to show love for their country. Others picked green, brown, or gray because the paint was cheap or easy to find. It was creative, but also confusing. From far away, cars could not easily recognize a school bus. There were no rules, no safety codes, and no shared standards. Then one problem became clear. On foggy mornings, drivers could not see the buses well. The road was often wet and slippery. When children tried to cross the street, some cars did not stop in time. Accidents happened. Teachers and parents were afraid each morning. They began to ask serious questions. How can we make school buses safer? How can we protect our children on the road? Everyone knew something had to change. In 1939, a quiet, thoughtful man named Frank Cyr decided to help. He was a professor at Columbia University in New York, a place full of ideas and learning. But Frank believed that true knowledge was not only found in books, it was also found in action. He wanted to find a way to make school transportation safe for every child in America. Frank organized a large national conference about school buses. It was the first meeting of its kind. People from all over the country came together: teachers, engineers, paint specialists, and government officers. They met in a small town in New York and worked day and night. They shared ideas, looked at bus designs, and discussed what color could protect children best. They tested different shades under sunlight, rain, and fog. Red looked strong, but was hard to see in dim light. Blue looked peaceful, but disappeared under cloudy skies. White became dirty too quickly. Then they looked at yellow. When they placed black letters on yellow paint, something magical happened. It was clear and easy to read from far away. Even when the air was full of mist, yellow seemed to glow softly, catching everyone's eyes. After days of careful testing, they made their decision. The color would be yellow. Not just any yellow, but a special shade officially named National School Bus Glossy Yellow. It would shine brightly on rainy mornings, and the black letters would stand out perfectly. When Frank Cyr saw the final results, he smiled with quiet pride. He knew this decision, though small, could save countless lives. Soon, schools across the United States began painting their buses yellow. Children saw them and smiled. Parents felt safer. Drivers learned to slow down when they saw that color. Yellow became more than a paint choice. It became a language of safety, understood by everyone without words. It became a color that said, "Be careful. Children are learning, dreaming, and growing here." From that moment, the yellow school bus became a part of American life. Today, more than 480,000 school buses travel across the country every morning. They carry millions of children, small, sleepy, laughing, and singing, all on their way to learn something new. Every bus, shining yellow in the morning light, carries not only students, but also hope, trust, and the spirit of care. Interestingly, the law in the United States does not actually require every school bus to be yellow, but almost all of them are. Safety experts still recommend it because yellow is easy to see in any weather. It's a small reminder that sometimes the best safety comes from the simplest ideas. Behind this color is love. The love of parents who wait by the window until the bus brings their kids home safely. Behind it is wisdom, the work of people like Frank Cyr, who used thought and compassion to make the world safer. And behind it is hope, the belief that caring about others can begin with something as simple as a color. Next time you see a yellow bus on the street, take a slow look. It is more than a vehicle. It is a moving promise. It carries laughter, dreams, and the sound of children's chatter. It tells us that small details matter. Choosing the right color, saying kind words, giving gentle attention, these little actions make life brighter and more beautiful. Sometimes we don't need to change the whole world at once. We just need to start small, to paint one thing yellow with love and purpose. From that one action, safety spreads, kindness grows, and the world becomes a softer, warmer place. If you enjoyed this calm story, please like, share, and subscribe to Little Stories Around Us. Every week, we bring you new, gentle stories to help you learn English through meaning, emotion, and peace. See you in the next story, and remember, every color has a story, and every story teaches us something bright. Take care of your dreams, be kind on the road, and always stay curious about the little stories around you.